Welcome to ISTV English News. This is Panorama presenting the news. Let's see the top stories. Valley districts completely paralyzed on last day of JCILP's 38-hour general strike. All roads and bridges in Imphal block. Let's see the news in detail. The second and last day of the 38-hour general strike called by JAC firm in connection with the death of Robin Hood has absolutely paralyzed normal life in the Valley districts today. The general strike, which began from 5 a.m. yesterday, will conclude at 7 p.m. today. The JAC called a general strike demanding suspension of those police personnel involved in the incident of death of a student of class 11 at Ananda Singh Higher Secondary Academy, Nongmei Bung on July 8 at Korai Ahongwei Laikai during a protest agitation before the judicial inquiry begins its probe. Almost all roads and bridges in the Valley districts were blocked by protesters erecting massive fencing and barricades using different methods on the roads and bridges. All roads wore a deserted look as no vehicles except those of emergency needs plied. Needless to say, all markets remained closed. Even government offices were empty with no employees or officers daring to come to office defying the ban. When supporters were seen enforcing the ban in full force, no common commuter or vehicles was allowed to pass. Every vehicle was checked for authenticity of what the travelers were claiming to be. Even many persons had difficulty in convincing the protesters that they were also part of the people's aspirations, helping the people's cause indirectly or directly, and therefore the way needs to be opened for them. Uripo Kumantem Laikai Apunba Nupilup today visited the residence of late Sapam Robin Hood at Kurai Larik Ingbam Laikai and handed over a sum of 5,000 rupees to the bereaved family as a token of love and support. They also observed a 2-minute silence in honor of late Robin Hood. In showing solidarity with the ongoing mass agitation for implementation of inner-line permit system, Thawal Awang Laikai Apunba Mairapai Bilup states a sit-in demonstration at Thawal Market today. Slogans like punish the police personnel involved in the killing of Robin Hood and implement inner-line permit system in the state at once were shouted by the protesters. Talking to the ISTV News, a woman protester said, until and unless the inner line permit system is implemented, the agitation will continue. On the other hand, Thawal Kiam Sifai Kundongbom Laikai Mairapai Bilup also states a sit-in demonstration at Thawal Kiam. The protesters shouted slogans like implement inner line permit immediately and save the indigenous peoples. The ongoing 30th-hour general strike called by JAC of late Sapam Robin Hood also affected normal life in Thawal district too. All markets and shops remained closed. All types of passenger services stayed off the roads. Many Ban supporters came out and blocked the road at Thawal Wang Mataba on the National Highway too. District administration took up precautionary measures by deploying security personnel at different places of the district to prevent any unwanted incident. A large number of women and residents of Mongsangai came out on the road in full support to the statewide general strike called by JAC firm against the killing of Sapam Robin Hood. Slogans were raised demanding implementation of inner line permit system in the state at the earliest.
I'm ready. Teloro. Editor car late. Some say Uzik put perfectly straight. Ado kankar kandadi freezy. Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsil perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matung daso align straight oina laina bagidamo.
Wow. Uzik so straight oirina. Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock tobu. Rock tobu.
Let's see some national and international news. Incessant rains caused by a deep depression lashed northern and Kutch regions of Gujarat, causing death of 22 persons in various rain-related incidents and throwing life out of gear. The National Disaster Response Force and the Central Reserve Police Force were pressed into service in the worst affected Banaskantha and Kutch districts, while rail as well as road traffic were hit due to rains. Power supply was also disrupted at places. Chief Minister Anandaben Patel held a meeting with various department secretaries yesterday to review the situation and took stock of relief operations across the state. 2 Indians have been chosen for this year's Raman Magsaysay Award. Bureaucrat Sanjay Chaturvedi, who blew the whistle on a late scam at the premier All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and Anshu Gupta, who hates the NGO guns. Chaturvedi was removed in August last year from his post of Chief Vigilance Commissioner at AIIMS. He had alleged that he was being transferred because he had detected irregularities at the medical institute. The Raman Magsaysay Award Foundation citation said Chaturvedi is being recognized for his exemplary integrity, courage and tenacity in uncompromisingly exposing and painstakingly investigating corruption in public office. Ansu Gupta has been chosen for the prestigious award for his creative vision in transforming the culture of giving in India, his enterprising leadership in treating Cloth as a sustainable development resort for the poor. After public outreach over pictures of Punjab policemen fighting terrorists in Gurdaspur with outdated guns and no bulletproof vest or helmets, Chief Minister Prakash Singh Badal had this to say today. Such an incident has happened after 15 to 16 years. 4 policemen and 3 civilians were killed in the attack. The Punjab police led the counter-terror operation while the special forces of the Indian Army were asked to restrict their role to cordoning off the site. Among those who were killed was senior police officer Baldev Singh, who headed the detective branch of the local force. Badal, who visited the officer's family today, said he had spoken to his son Sukhbir Singh Badal, the state home minister, yesterday. We will look into complaints of poor equipments. We will have to learn lessons from the incident, he said. 5 people have died after a 3-story building collapsed in Maharashtra's Thane district late last night. 16 people have been pulled out of the debris so far. Some are still fear trapped. The building, Matru Krupa, located in Thakurli, collapsed around 10:40 p.m. yesterday. It was raining heavily at the time. Local authorities say residents had been asked to vacate the over 4 decades old building after it was declared a weak structure. The building was constructed in 1972. A few days ago, it was declared a dangerous building after a structural audit and the corporation issued eviction notices, but the building was not vacated. Yesterday, parts of the building collapsed and today it collapsed completely. Kalyani Patil, mayor of Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation, said on Tuesday. A 50-member team from the National Disaster Response Force is engaged in rescue and relief operations, which have been hampered due to heavy rain since last night. The injured have been rushed to the hospital. Before we end, the top stories once again. Valley districts completely paralyzed on last day of JCILP's 38-hour general strike. All roads and bridges in Imphal block. Thanks for joining us, and for more updates, stay tuned.